Good evening, folks. It's Glenn the Ball Chef, and tonight I'm going to put together a delicious soup that is just fit for the occasion. Dead of winter here, and it is a chicken poblano soup that will knock your socks off. I've used this recipe many times, and I really like it. Recommend you give it a try. It's easy to put together. It tastes so good. So let's get this thing rolling and make it happen. Okay, I've got 4 cups of boiling hot water here. I've got 2 pounds of what they call organic, skinless, boneless chicken thighs. Works perfect for this poblano chicken soup recipe. Here's the lineup here. We've got 2 carrots, small onion, some poblano chilies, and of course 2 packets of baby bello mushrooms. Our first task at hand is to cut up these poblano chilies. Now these look like they might be really spicy if you've never had them before, but on a heat index they're just a little spicier than a green chili or a bell pepper, you might say. And I wouldn't worry too much about taking the seeds out. I'd worry more about just getting a nice chop on these. If you've never used these before, I guess you could substitute a bell pepper, but for me the poblano is so much more flavorful and really adds a certain taste to this soup that makes it oh so good. And as I'm cutting these up, like I said, I've already spidered off that chicken. Just the thought of stringy chicken in this soup just would not work for me. The carrots, when I get ready to put those in, add a certain sweetness to this. I think they're very important. We're going to finish up cutting up these fresh poblano chilies that I picked up at a local market. You usually find them at Asian markets or at Hispanic markets. Sometimes you'll see them in the regular grocery store. Now we take our onion, take the skin off that, put more onion than I'm showing here. This, for me, this is just a little bit of extra flavor. And the onion is going to add some flavor to our stock. Take that little piece and put him away, and then go in here, chop this up into a fine chop. It's looking good. Everything's coming along just fine. No problems here. Up. A couple of those poblanos looked a little big for my liking. Now that we've done that, let's go over there. There's our stock pot. Like I said, we've spidered off that chicken, getting our poblanos all set to go for a little dive right into our stock pot. Boom, they're in there. That little guy got away. That little guy, I wouldn't worry about that little guy. Throw him away later. Now we throw our carrots in. Neat little trick here. I take the packaging that comes with the poblano or the portobello, baby portobello mushrooms. I wash them off and put them back in the container. And then I put those into the stock and let those cook. They've got a real nice meaty texture to them. Mushrooms are very, very healthy for you. There's a lot of vitamins and minerals in mushrooms. And if you don't like them, I don't know what to say. I'm a big fan of the mushroom. In fact, I double down on the mushrooms on this particular dish. All right, now that we've got that there, we've got about 8 cloves of garlic. This again is oh so healthy for you. I wouldn't use dried garlic powder. I always roll with the fresh, and I buy it already peeled, so it makes it real easy. I'm just going to chop this up with a fine chop. So healthy for you, again, and adds so much flavor for a lot of the dishes that I cook. I always try to incorporate garlic just for the health benefits. The soup has got a lot of vegetables in it, and it just really I think it's just really healthy. I really do. And I think if you actually give this a try, you'll really find it to your liking. Anybody that's tried it at my house, they know how good this stuff is. And a big pot like this won't last for long. It really won't. So once we've got our garlic all prepared, got a little shot there, we're going to go in there with 28 ounces of canned crushed tomatoes And then we're going to carefully try to put this garlic in there. I don't add any salt to this. There's so much salt in this crushed tomatoes, it's unbelievable. I'm on a low sodium diet. If you want to add salt to it, go ahead. I'm going to add about a tablespoon of black pepper, coarse ground, of course. And our stock is really starting to come together. I'm going to simmer this down here for about maybe 35 minutes on medium high. Let these vegetables cook, get all these flavors infused into the stock. And once I've done that, with my spidered off chicken, I'm going to put a raw chop on this. Don't want it too small. Nice sized pieces of chicken go into this soup. You could use chicken breasts, but for some reason these boneless, skinless chicken thighs are just really the cat's meow as far as I'm concerned. A lot of flavor, and at the end of the day, if you're going to do it this way. I'm going to take those right in there for a deep dive into our delicious pot of soup on this cold evening. Stock is boiled down, it's pretty thick there. Might want to add some water to it. And we probably let this chicken cook with the tomato sauce and the vegetables for about 20 more minutes here. And once that's all done, we're going to have one hell of a pot of soup, I guarantee it. And it's something you definitely want to share with your family and give it a try. This just smells like health. And here we go. As a king of soups, this chicken poblano soup recipe is top of the line. And being in the dead of winter, nothing would warm your heart more than a good bowl of soup. So with a mixture of the baby bellas and the poblano peppers and the chicken, this really came out to be a good family recipe that I've been enjoying for years. Let's just give it a little bite here, see how it tastes. Flavor's amazing. Really appreciate you stopping by. Want you folks to be safe out there. Like this video if you like what you see. Subscribe to my channel. I would certainly appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by. And as always, bon appetit.